There's a reason he isn't called Desmond 4.
That is, I think that's the reason.
Where
Adam's on fire.
You've got to give him. Old Desmond 4. Where's Desmond Tutu in your head? Waiting to do a Desmond Tutu bit for a joke. Hopefully Kit Kat's come up.
He changed his name by deed poll based on Kit Kat politics.
Hey, when you said that, then that's just complete. I just expected you to do the rest of your material about Arthur Shawcross. That was exactly the same way you say it. He changed his name by. What was the bit?
You only do half for that.
No, what was the?
Do you two know?
I don't do a deed poll joke.
Yeah, you do.
Do you two know each other's back catalogue more than anyone else's? Like,
oh no, it's fucking Chapman. Shit. Martin the Luther King.
Yeah,
it was exactly the same.
What's your favourite? We love them. What's your favourite old Paul Smith bit? If you could.
Well, the bit I relate to Paul the most is he used to do a routine about going to a personal trainer in a gym where it was just like a treadmill, a dog chained up on the wall, and he would essentially run on the spot for like the full bit, and the bit was like 15 minutes long, so he's like taking you through this guy doing the warm-up, and he's constantly running. He'd be fucking sweating by the end of it, and it always used to kill, and he used to do it like a cunt, by the way, in the middle before bringing the open spot on a hot water. And then you'd watch some poor cunt who'd driven from Norwich for a shot at paid work try and follow the best bit you've ever seen the compere do when they already like him. This is before he's famous as well. But my favourite time I ever seen him do this was in Envy, right? And the reason for it is it didn't work at all. Because what had happened was, I don't know whether do you know what I'm going to say?
So I imagine a die on my ass in this story.
So you were doing a bit of crowd work, right? You were comparing at the top, and you would always do that bit in the middle, right? But you ended up trying to do it at the start.
Is it the blind guy?
The blind guy, right? So there's this guy. He's not got sunglasses on or anything, but he's just sat like this. So the stage is there, and he's just like that. And Paul goes, "Fucking hell, mate! Do you want to just look at the stage? Am I fucking boring you, am I? You're being a bit fucking rude looking over there." And the fella goes, "I'm sorry, but I'm blind," right? And honestly, like, this was like 2011, and Paul did not have the skill set yet.
You'd smash that now.
That's why, though. That's why I thought, I'm not never happening to me again. Come at me with anything.
And it fucking buried the gig. Like, it was fucking tense in the room. Like, it was really awkward, right? So he tries to, he's like, "Oh, sorry, mate. Yeah. Oh, I didn't realise. Anyway, what do you do, love?" And this woman's like, "I work in B&M and you can fuck off," right? So
I see everything.
The atmosphere is awful. And then I seen him. I've got such a clear memory of this. He's gone, "I've got to break glass in case of emergency bid here. I'll just do me gym bit." Now, a routine.
This is a banker.
A routine that is highly physical and relies on the physicality of the bit. When that doesn't work, it's the funniest thing in the world to the other comics, right? Because he's literally jogging on the spot and sweating and putting so much animation into this performance to a room full of 100 people who've bought Groupon tickets and couldn't give a fuck and now just hate him. Like, they'd never heard of him. This was their introduction to him, and within 3 minutes, he's gone to "You fucking blind cunt. Oh, can't do anything with this person. I'm going to now jog on the spot and be all over the place." And it was getting absolutely fuck all until the blind guy went, "Could you do an audio description of what's going on?"
He smashed it.
That was a loud bit as well.
Well,
on that stage.
It went. I think the worst it went wrong was when I got really fat and I was doing it, which made it funnier. But it was when we were in the Crown, and remember the stage we used to have in the Crown was like 2 pallets and a fucking
rickety as fuck.
And I was running on the stage, and everyone stopped laughing halfway through, which is even weirder because I was smashing it, and then they all just stopped, and I was like, "What the fuck's going wrong here?" So I was like, carry on. I got to the end, and then I realised that the stage was making that much noise that they all thought, "This fat cunt's going through the stage, yeah." And they were all just going, waiting for me to go through it. So at the end, I went, "I fucking know what happened there. You're all cheeky bastards. You all thought this fat cunt's going to go through the stage," and they all laughed. I went, "This is stronger than it looks, you know." And I jumped up and down, went fucking straight through the stage. Done my ankle in. Then I was in the middle section. I had to bring this fucking poor Canadian guy on, and he had to stand on the stage. There's a fucking big hole in the middle of it. He had to stand with his feet at the side of the holes on the stage and do his set. And he was trying to like move, and he couldn't move. And I was like, oh, fucked him bad there.
Oh my God, the Crown. You could have gone through the fucking ceiling of that place.
Ah, mate, I know.
That pub was vintage, wasn't it?
As well.
Is it still going, the Crown? Do you ever pop in for a pint just to have a
no,
look?
I haven't been in for ages. I love that gaff though.
Yeah,
I love it.
Mate,
Very formative.
Do you know what's mad about that? Is that, to me, that pub, and you guys that were there a lot more than I was, but I was there. I remember gigging with Cogs there, Incognito. And it feels to me that pub is about 20, I know it's not 20 years ago, it's 10, isn't it? No?
Not even that.
About 10.
It feels like decades
No,
ago.
What would it been in there? Like 2015.
No, it was 2012 for the Euros.
But it's a 10-minute walk away.
That's when they moved there.
It's literally a 10-minute walk away.
Yeah.
In my head, it's years ago, but it won't have changed at all, will it?
They can't even change it.
Can we go and have a pint one day when we're just having a random pint? I'd love to have a pint in the Crown.
In that back room.
And then go in the Holiday Inn.
Yeah.
Sorry, love, can we come upstairs?
Hide in the conference room and do a little park roll one day. A little hot water park.
That was
roll
mad,
around
the
venue.
conference centre. It was so
It's mad that it worked in there.
I never loved it.
No one loved it, but it did work.
I was all
for what
right
it was,
until
you know what I mean?
Knew better. And then once we got in the new gaff, I was like, once we got in Seal Street, I was like, fucking hell, we've been struggling there for ages. Because everyone came in the Holiday Inn, you're already fighting a losing battle because they're all like, this is shit. And then you've got to try and convince them for the first 5 minutes that it's not shit.
Oh, I never saw you do anything but smash it in there.
Yeah.
But the Crown was a fucking weird gig above a pub, and it was a bit, not manky's not the right word, but it was a bit spit and sawdust, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It's just mad that a pub like that eventually had a 4-night-a-week comedy club in it.
Yeah.
Like Thursday through Sunday upstairs in a pub like that. It's just so not heard of outside of London in the UK.
Yeah. In London, it's a more of a thing, isn't it, with the King's Head?
It's a good location, though, isn't it? It's riding right by the steps.
Yeah. Seal Street, like you've still got a soft spot for
I
it.
would say so.
Yeah,
I love Harman Street. It's a Nats pube in it, but Seal Street had a slightly bigger stage, and you came on from the back. For me, it was just a night. I think it's a nostalgic thing as well. And then that room was just fucking fun. I remember first playing that room, and I was like, because you just don't know until you get on the stage, and I was like, this is good. This is amazing. This room.
You prefer Hardman, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the imperfections of Hardman that I think make it.
Yeah.
It was so uniform at Seal Street that I didn't like how it was exactly symmetrical. There was 30, 100 seats.
Yeah.
It was too
Hardman was messy, but
too
perfect.
Yeah,
it's like the Reebok Arena, just a bit too designed.
Yeah, whereas Hardman's got a recess and then that bit shallower than that bit, and it technically makes it harder to play. But when you get it right, I just think there's more in that room.
And soon you'll be in the new gaff.
Oh yeah, well next year I think May. I think
Hot Water's journey is going to be.
It's
going to be legendary.
That place is going to be the best place on the planet to watch comedy, isn't it?
I think so. I mean, I can't see how it's not.
It has to be.
And it's got to be the forever home, hasn't it? I just don't think there's
another... they got, not that I can be spouting other people's business, but they own that building. That's their place, isn't it?
Yeah.
They've got the freehold. They've been leasing these places.
That is
them planting a flag and going, we live here.
Like the whiskey bar they're building and all the food stuff, and
it's so much beyond the comedy club.
In there, it's mad.
Yeah.
It's
the new Baltic, isn't it?
Yeah, hopefully. I think so.
That's the plan. Is
shout out Paul.
It's going to be a full night out, isn't it? You're going to watch comedy, have something to eat, have a bevy. It's going to be a place to go for your whole night.
Yeah.
It's going to be fucking fire,
That launch night, if a lot of us are available on that launch night.
You know what the mad thing is? I don't think we will. I don't think I'll be there to play because this tour is so mad. I just don't think I'm going to be there for the first night. I'm going to have to try and get back from wherever I am just to get there because I can't miss it.
Well, you nearly weren't there for the first night of Hardman. Do you remember that?
Nah, you were the first.
I was hosting, yeah. I hosted it, and you'd hosted Seal Street.
Yeah.
And you ran up and walked in the room just as our closing act was going off, and I was like, it doesn't feel right to not bring Paul on. And
I remember that,
And you closed
it. Was amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't do both, though, can you? You can't have one of the biggest tours in the UK.
No, you just can't. Because if I'm down south or somewhere, you just can't. You're not getting back.
Time for the other lids to step up, innit?
Yeah, definitely.